Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Going to have a ton of fun breaking down Major League Baseball and more. So good to see you. Hope you're having a good Tuesday so far. And what a game last night. Did you guys stay up and watch Monday Night Football? The Vikings take down the Bears 27-24. What a comeback. J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings, man. We talked about it last night. I hope you're able to join us for NFL Live, breaking down the Vikings and the Bears game, man. And tough one for Bears fans. Brutal loss there. But you know what? There's a lot of good to take away from both sides. I mean, it was just game one, right? And I think Ben Johnson, that offense, it's going to work. You know what I mean? But it's going to take time, man. It's a full team, not rebuild, but you're there. And then J.J. McCarthy, man, that kid's got that dog in him, man. Got that dog in him. Big Dan Clark said, sorry, a little hungover from the club last night. Big Dan, that is correct. Absolutely. It's just me. We got in the club. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Let's take a look at how we did yesterday. So, pretty standard fare, right? Like, Aaron Jones over 2.5 receptions. We get there at the end. J.J. McCarthy threw a pick six. We get that one. Caleb Williams over 4.5 rush attempts. We get there. Caleb Williams first touchdown plus 2,000. It's just me, Dan Clark, myself into the club. Then J.J. McCarthy over 3.5 rush attempts. We do not get there. Honestly, I was surprised we didn't. And at the end, dude, did you see the difference of time? If the Bears would have scored after the 2-minute warning, we would have gotten kneel downs. It was that, but we got run plays, right? Just because there's just a little too much time. So that was tough. Mets and the Phillies, good God, that was gross. Then Thielen, no receptions. And Justin Jefferson, longest reception. So that's how we ended up there. Pretty standard fare. I mean, that plus 2,000, though, is going to help a lot. And what else does? Look at that parlay at the bottom right, plus 850. Anybody played that one? You nailed it, man. Vikings minus 1.5, Justin Jefferson anytime TD, and Aaron Jones anytime TD. So anybody that hit up on the parlays, there we go. Okay. Zach said, AB, we have 7 people in the club so far. Beautiful. Beautiful. You being one of them, man. Hey, I'm just honored to join you guys in there. So there we go. All right, let's jump into it. The Howie Schwab crew play of the day. All right. Major League Baseball. 2 games, 4 options here. Where are you going to go? Mets, Phillies over 8. You're going to go Mets, Phillies under 8. Cubs and the Braves over 8.5. Cubs and the Braves under 8.5. Polls in the chat. Vote now. We'll update as we always do by the end of the show. Tina said, I think I'm just too old for the club these days. Tina, it's only the first weekend, right? Like that, that's what I'm saying. Like in terms of the bets too, like the fact that we're ahead or even money. I mean, breaking down the Vikings was not easy. And we all did it together. Same deal with the Bears, right? Like I think our game plans are pretty spot on. I think we're going to be able to make a lot of money this year, and that's what I was getting at. Like the first week's not easy. You just don't know, I mean, that's just in terms of breaking the teams down. Right. So you still have the randomness of an actual game. So yeah, don't sweat that. It's only week 1. You're all right. So, okay, let's jump into the show here. So as the schedule goes, today, all right, 10 a.m. Eastern. All right, you're here right now. 3 p.m. Eastern today, we'll be live driving the Nightline. And then 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, the crew exclusive will be live. All right, get right after it. Let's go. Okay. My man Frank DeLuca said, love the show format, precise and to the point. Absolutely, man. You guys got things to do. We're going to have fun. We're going to talk ball. We're going to talk bets, but also not going to waste your time. You know what I mean? So we'll jump right into it. Okay. So let's hit on the picks for today. 3 plays for me. Major League Baseball here. Oh, and Matty Ice, happy birthday, big dog. Happy birthday. Welcome back, man. Hope you had a blast in Hawaii, buddy. And happy birthday, man. All right. I'm going to go with 3 plays here to start for today. Again, we'll be live today at 3 p.m. Eastern. But we're going to start with 3. Rockies and the Dodgers over 9. I think that they're going to go. I think we're going to see an explosion game tonight. Nationals and the Marlins, they've been doing it, and I'm just going to keep riding it. You've got humidity down there. You've got 2 teams absolutely smoking the baseball. And I don't want to pick who wins this game, but I do want to pick that both teams are going to put up some runs because they've been doing it, and I think they continue to do it. It's a good day to do it. And then finally, Diamondbacks and the Giants over 7.5. Same deal here, and I think we're getting a little bit of a discount. Now, with these 2 teams, 7.5 can feel like 10.5 at times. That being said, I think today's the day for both of them as well. I think we get it. So let's take these 3, and these are our plays for today. All right. Major League Baseball. Jump right into it. Home runs. All right, if you guys could hit the like button, I won't ask you for anything else. But if you could do that right now, it'd be massive. So if you're watching on your phone, just grab a screen, pull it down, hit like, pop it back up. If you could do that real quick, that'd be great. I would appreciate you. All right, let's get into home runs again. Cal Raleigh plus 205. Aaron Judge plus 220. Kyle Schwarber plus 250. Ketel Marte plus 400. And Juan Soto plus 450. All right, where are you going today? Now, the one thing that I want you to notice, and it's not just today, you're going to see it more and more and more as we go. Look at the numbers on these guys. Like Cal Raleigh plus 205, pretty standard. But Aaron Judge, 220. Kyle Schwarber plus 250, right? Starting to notice that it's getting a little more difficult to hit home runs, isn't it? We're obviously going to keep doing this day by day by day, right? However, understand that it's going to start getting a little colder, especially at night, right? So as we go, watch these temperatures because they'll definitely affect it. But, man, I'm going to go Marte plus 400. The Phillies and the Mets face some very odd weather today. I mean, they're both quote unquote due after the stinker yesterday, but we don't play on dues around here. That being said, though, I'm gonna go Marte plus 400. Brad said, "Wow, you put up Shorbs without me there." Well, I'll tell you this. The reason I did it, and I'm going to show you in a second, bro, is that we're going to get this one out of the way for you because this, I don't know, man. This could be a tough day for the Phillies and the Mets to score runs. I don't know, though. Those 2 teams can get weird. But I'm going to go Ketel Marte at plus 400. All right, let's jump into the weather. Brad said it feels personal. I feel seen. Big TJ. Skull, baby. JJ got that one out of the way. Thank God we came away with the dub. Member for 19 months. Obviously, TJ. Thank you. Number 2. Dude, great job, man. Vikings, that's a big comeback win last night, man. Gotta feel good. All right, temperature 74. Feels like 75. 0% rain. 7.7 miles per hour blowing in. Also, I wanted to say this real quick. We talked about it last night with the Vikings and JJ McCarthy, that it was going to start slow and it would pick up. And it did. And you're going to see that for a couple weeks with the Vikings. It is nothing against McCarthy, it's nothing against JJ. It's nothing against anybody. It's just a young dude doing this for the first time. So and couple that with the Vikings defense, right? You might get a lot of first half unders here, first quarter unders, right? Like it just might take a little time to get going, but yeah, I mean that was a hell of a win, man. For a young dude, basically a rookie, man. No Chill said, "Sorry, I'm late. I was trying to sneak in the club on AB's coattails." Oh, dude, it's good to see you, man. Hey, and you called it last night with them blanketed all over Justin Jefferson, man. That was true. All right. 74 degrees, 75, no rain, 7.7 miles per hour blowing in for the Pirates and the Orioles. Mets and the Phillies, 72 degrees, feels like 70 degrees, 0% rain. All right. 10.1 miles per hour blowing in. All right. So this is what I was talking about with the Mets and the Phillies today. And Brad, this is why I was getting Schwarber out of the way. This is like when you play the Japanese version of Super Mario Brothers 2. All right. And they introduced the poisonous mushrooms. Yeah, I'm getting off topic here. But yeah, man. 10 miles an hour blowing in. I mean, these two teams and their hitters, they're good enough to smoke in any weather, but tough one today. Tigers and the Yankees. 69 degrees, feels like 66. 0% rain, 7.7 miles an hour blowing in. Cubs and the Braves, 77 degrees, feels like 78. No rain, 5.5 miles an hour blowing left to right. This is basically the same weather you had yesterday. Excuse me, I didn't mean to clear my throat there. But yeah, I mean, if you saw, if you saw the game yesterday, I'm not saying the runs will be exactly the same, but the weather's exactly the same. So do with that information what ye shall do. Twins at the Angels, 76 degrees, feels like 77. No rain, 7.5 miles an hour blowing out. Saw runs yesterday. I think we'll probably see some runs today. Cardinals and the Mariners, 72 degrees, feels like 73. No rain, 5.5 miles an hour blowing in. Pretty similar to what we saw yesterday. Some of these series are going very low in runs. Diamondbacks to the Giants. This is one that is not. 67 degrees, feels like 64. No rain, 9.6 miles an hour blowing out. So good weather there. Red Sox and the A's got great weather here. 73, feels like 71. No rain, 9.3 miles per hour blowing out. Then the Rockies and the Dodgers. Liddy Land, 73 degrees, feels like 71. No rain, 5.3 miles per hour blowing out. So there you go with weather. Pretty decent today, but pay attention to those temperatures, man. They're getting cold. All right, let's jump into the analytics. All right. Hitter versus pitcher historicals, Major League Baseball. What we do, go through hitters on the left side and their career historicals against today's starting pitcher on the right. Excuse me. So you can see you're starting off right here. Dodgers right on top, 4 bombs. Nick Castellanos, pray for the world, 3 home runs. George Springer's got 2. Augustin Ramirez has 2. Freddie Freeman has 2. Alvarez has 1. Max Kepler has 1. Ketel Marte has 1 off Robbie Ray. You see Ryan McMahon, Enrique Hernandez, Taylor Ward. All these guys have 1. Miguel Rojas, Kyle Schwarber, Nathaniel Lowe. Popped it over to hits. Same deal, man. Seen a lot of Dodgers right out of the gate off Jermaine Marquez here. 3 of them right out of the gate. Starling Marte hitting 300 off of Ranger Suarez. You go see some Mets and Phillies on this list, but we saw it yesterday. Justin said Tyreek Hill might be in some trouble. What did he do? I didn't see it. What happened? Manny Machado, Carlos Correa. Yeah, there you go. Hitting streaks in Major League Baseball. Romy Gonzalez leads MLB 11 straight games with a hit. Dominic Smith, He's got 9. Vladimir Guerrero's got 7. Trey Turner's got 7. Austin Hayes has 6. Ryan Bliss has 6. Tyrone Taylor has 5. Matt Chapman has 5. Jose Ramirez has 5. Mookie Betts has 5. Jake Rogers has 5. If you're looking for MLB player props, well, if you're trying to find hitters, these are your top 10 best hitters in Major League Baseball the last 7 games. Julio Rodriguez got 4 home runs in 6 games, hit 360. Joe Adell hit 391. Hunter Goodman hitting 476 of the Rockies. Andrew Benintendi of the White Sox hitting 444. He's got 3 home runs in the last 5 games. Ozzie Albies hitting 375. Matt Chapman of the Giants hit 500. Josh Bell of the Nationals hitting 300. He's got 3 home runs his last 6 games. Austin Hayes hitting 320. He's got 3 home runs his last 6 games. George Springer, he's got 3 in his last 5, hitting 316. Then Big Cal Raleigh, he has 3 in his last 6 games, hitting 222. So there you go. Justin said, Tyreek Hill, domestic violence case reported this. Oh, man. Well, I'm not going to comment on that. We're going to let the courts handle that one. That one is not one of the good ones. Justin, primetime games have been opportunities to squeeze. If you had the Ravens or Bears money line, could have hedged with bets on the other side to lock in profit. Going to be tracking that moving forward. Good call. Yeah, and you know what? I completely agree. In the first couple of weeks of the NFL season, I think are absolutely going to be like that. So that's definitely a good call, man, for sure. Okay. Let me get the picks up here for anybody who may have missed them at the beginning. All right. Rockies and the Dodgers over 9, -115. Nationals and the Marlins over 9, -115. And then the Diamondbacks and the Giants there over 7.5. Okay. Now, let's get to the Howie Schwab crew play of the day here. Mets and the Phillies over 8. Mets and the Phillies under 8. Cubs and the Braves over 8.5. Cubs and the Braves under 8.5. You have chosen the Mets and the Phillies over 8 at 67% is your winner. So there you go. Mets, Phillies over 8. I feel you. Look, man, I was on it yesterday, obviously, and did not come through. So maybe it's one of those where I might have been a day early. So hopefully anybody that's playing that, man, you've absolutely got it. All right. Let's see. Z Money's going Vladimir Guerrero over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs -120 at home. Love the price. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Logan said, but we hit it before we saw the weather. Well, the good thing is that these two teams are – that's what makes it so difficult, is that you could have the worst weather in the world, and they could absolutely get after it. All right. I got a question for you guys. So today, this afternoon, would you rather break down the NFL for week 2 or college football for week 3? And whichever one you choose, we'll do the other one tomorrow. But for the afternoon show, just type NFL or college in the chat, because I'm game for whichever one you guys want to get down on. But I know that we've had an onslaught of NFL. So would you rather see college? Would you rather get ahead of that? College. All right, bet. All right, so yeah, it's just me. College, Justin, let's do college. Matty Boy, college. Justin, college. Zach, college. Bet. All right, we'll do college football. All right, so we'll be live today. I'll jump out of here and let you guys get after it. I know it's Tuesday. You probably want to get ahead of some stuff at work, right? Brad said, how about an interpretive dance? Oh, man. Justin, I don't want to think about NFL for the next 2 days after the Bears debacle, man. I feel you, bro. Like, that one's tough too, right? But I'll say this, though. And again, I mean, you know, winning a game, losing a game, I mean, that's what you're there for, right? But, you know, for a debut, I thought it was all right. Dude, he was sitting on that opening drive, wasn't he? What I love, and Ben Johnson's a big game scripter, right? So what I'm talking about, going back to middle school, high school, college football, NFL, we've got folks here that have played at all levels. Now, with that, is that, I mean, even going back to like middle school, high school, right? Like the level I played, you know what I mean? But even to that, you all remember like scripting plays to start a game, right? A lot of coaches might have the first 10 plays scripted. Andy Reid's notorious for that one. The Chiefs always have their first 10 to 15 plays scripted, right? Ben Johnson was livid yesterday. However, number one, he was sitting on that first drive. He'd been working on that one. He was ready to go. I loved it. He was absolutely prepared. Caleb looked great. And look, man, it was what we talked about like on the show, right? Crystal Sheep. Good morning, AB. Good morning, Crystal. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Yeah, I mean, there was some some slow drives, and that's gonna happen. But I'll say this, like, just from an outsider's perspective, right? Bears fans feel how you will. You know what I mean? You're more educated on the topic than me. But from an outsider perspective, I thought I'm pretty positive on the Bears. Again, I know they lost, but I liked it. You know what I mean? Like, there's things to work on, but I mean, there's things for every team, to work on, right? But I like it. Like, I think the Bears are going to be in it, boy. Caleb needs a little help, but he's going to be good, man. Just orchestrated a great first drive, maybe right. More time they'll have those. Oh, big time. Yeah. Like it'll come together, And you're gonna see over the first couple of weeks of the NFL season, you're gonna see some upsets, right? But the good thing to remember is that, man, it's such a long season, right? Again, you don't ever want to lose a game. I feel you on that, but I liked it. Like I feel it with the Bears, dude. Matty boy, fork in the road. Keep answering these teams' messages or just walk away. Let's see. The painted nail. Does he need that? I saw Ryan Williams for Alabama, the stud young receiver. I saw he had some too. Now, what was the story? Was it Caleb? It was Caleb Williams' mom, right? Z-Money said, I agree the Bears will be fighting this whole year, but they miss a field goal and the field position flips. Play the other team spread because that recipe is a Chicago special. Yeah, I feel you on that. It there are definitely things to work on, but and on the Vikings side, feeling pretty good. Like, there are obviously things to work on, but again, man, a kid doing it for the first time basically in the NFL. Got to be happy about that. And he's got that dog in him too, man. JJ McCarthy's a dude. He definitely gets after it, man. They're gonna be fun. They're gonna be fun for sure. Addison, baggy jeans and painted nails and all, bro. All right, so it's funny that you say this, right? So, I was on a college campus last week, and I looked around, and dude, the era that's like in now, everybody's dressed like it's 1993. Yeah, baggy jeans. Like I was like, is somebody gonna have Jinkos on? Are Jinkos still a thing? The big Jinkos too. And it was funny, dude, because it was like it felt like the 90s. Now I was a little kid, right? But I mean, I still remember. You either had like grunge, you know what I mean? Or you had like kind of baggy preppy style. I don't know. It's hard to describe, but it feels like 93, bro. Like I swear to God, I was like, I saw it. How about the Reebok pumps? Yeah. Tina, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Like I was turning on like Janet Jackson Escapade. You know what I mean? Like it felt like 1993. I was like, oh, snap. I was like, I know this. Maddie, I said, Jinkos are wildly like $200. What? Jinko jeans. I know. Maddie boy said grunge kid, right? Yeah. Dude, Oh, Spell Dog. Oh, happy birthday, Matty Ice. Oh, man, that's nice of you, Spell. And yeah, happy birthday, buddy, for sure, man. Tina, I know. Like, I was like, I wanted to tell these kids, like, oh my God, like, you're going to love and hate this. But the 90s were cool, though. Like, the 90s, we were all like, regardless of age, like we were all kind of like coming into this new world together. Like it was opening, the internet was coming around, right? Like Jinkos. Tina, I was wearing the backwards overalls because of crisscross. Yes. Make you jump, jump. The Mac Data make you jump. Dude, crisscross had it going. I know. Like it made me want to like start playing like street hockey, watch the Mighty Ducks. Father Whale said that teal and purple design that was on the cups of the 90s. Saw a kid wearing a shirt walking into my daughter's school that had that on. Yes, 100%. I know exactly what you're talking about. The white cup with that teal and purple kind of wave thing. I know exactly what you're talking about. Dude, when you saw that kid, you had to start laughing. Like when you saw that. You know what else is funny? Do you ever find yourself in public? Okay. And it could be like the kids' drop off line, it could be the gas station, like it could be whatever. But do you ever find yourself just people watching and you're dying laughing about something like that to yourself? You look around and not that people are like staring at you, but like you're just like, oh, dude, I'm a person by himself cracking up alone. Z Money, $200. Mom to get those at Kohl's on the budget back in the day. Oh, I know. Jinkos. Dude, everybody, like, there was a lot of flannel, which I'm a huge flannel guy. So a lot of it, I was like, I was totally like, I was looking at it saying, oh, I know this. You know what I mean? I was like, dude, go get you a Nirvana shirt. All right. You're going to get into them. The Seattle grunge, like the Pacific Northwest is going to take over a lot. And it's cool. Let them do it. They got their own flavor. But yeah, I'm telling you, it looks like 1993. And and I'll say this though. If you ever want to go back to an era of like one-hit wonders, 80s and 90s has so many, right? Like it literally put me in like a 1993 mindset. Like you're either dressed like kind of grunge or you look like Carl Ravitch from Baseball Tonight talking about Ken Griffey Jr. Oh my God. So the socks. All right. Now, so the cool thing now is going back to the crew sock. Not the super, high soccer calf sock. But yeah, I was also interested to see that like the crew, like the ankle sock, the no-show sock, they're not feeling that. The young cats aren't feeling it. I was glad to see that slides are still slides. All right, talking about like sandals, the ones you just slide right in, like those are always solid. So I was glad to see that. Zach, come to Ohio. You can wear a flannel in the morning when it's 49 degrees, then change at noon when it's 75. I feel you. Bro, Ohio and Tennessee are very similar in those regards. Ohio, people don't realize it gets hot as hell in Ohio. It gets cold as hell in Ohio too in the winter, but yeah. Yeah. Sounds like you know what I'm talking about, right? Like classic Carl. By the way, also, let me say this. Liddy, good morning, AB and crew. Good morning, buddy. Here, and let me put the picks up too, in case anybody came in and missed them. We're just kind of just BSing and talking now. Justin said Arizona ain't going to see 49 till New Year's. Matty boy, I'll be known as my generation's version of the boomer, but I'm not wearing crew socks. Yeah, like I was surprised to see that one. Um, they love the crew sock look. You know what else? You know what I did like though? And I'm saying all this like in jest, right? Like, you know, the kids they dictate what's cool, you know what I mean? But what I did like to see is that not everybody was just jammed on their phone. Like phones are definitely important, but I do kind of notice with this young generation that there's kind of a dismount of social media as well a little bit. Like people are getting back to like just going outside. You know what I mean? Which is great. Tina, I only had a pager and a beeper. I know the yeah. Hey, remember like the codes 143 and all that? uh Z Money, where was this live reporting at? Middle Tennessee State, MTSU in Murfreesboro. I was over there checking out their uh baseball facilities. They had done some upgrades over there. It looks super nice. MTSU's campus looks super nice. Their football facility looks great too. And yeah, and you know, it's funny if you don't live in Tennessee, you probably wouldn't know it, but Middle Tennessee State is actually the largest university in the state of Tennessee, right? Because you have so many undergrads. It's 20 something thousand students. It's massive, right? But yeah, I was checking that out, and they've done a ton of of upgrades. It's super nice. Just the pager era was crazy. It was, dude. You could be a menace on those things. Tina Collect calls on the payphones to say you. Yes. Father, well, the Nextel phones were like, oh, I had a Nextel. I loved them. Bro, if Nextels, if I swear, I wish the iPhone, like you could get apps to do that. Me and my buddies were doing it for a while and they tired out of it. I love it. The Nextels were, dude, those were legit. And you know what else was legit? Like on your phone, when you had like the physical keyboard. Sorry, I cut my thumb on an aerator yesterday, so I don't want it to start bleeding on the show. Dude, I love the Nextels, and you could definitely download apps for free, you and your buddies, and use it, and it works well. But yeah, I love the Nextels, man. Those were dope. Tina, you'll be home late. Justin, Matty boy, bigger than Tennessee, it is. Yeah, check it out, man. Middle Tennessee State, the population, population, the whatever you call it, enrollment, I guess. It's massive. It's beautiful campus too in Murfreesboro. It's in the, you know what's funny? Middle Tennessee State, right? Middle Tennessee. It's actually located right on the geographical center of the state of Tennessee, like the literal spot. So it's dope, man. It's a very super nice campus, man. Very, very nice. It's just me. Collect call from meet me at the mall at 7. I used to do those all the time when we would go to like the movies when I was a kid, right? It was like 12 or something. We get dropped off. And yeah, do that collect call move. Like when it was over to come get picked up all the time. I know my dad was thinking, what is this idiot doing? Didn't have a quarter, bro. Big Jeff, my son lives in Walter Hill, takes grandkids to MTSU to watch sports. Long year. Yeah, it's going to be a long year. Now, I'll say this, Jeff, your son's in Walter Hill. I'm just down the street from him. I'm very close to Walter Hill. Very close. I bet I pass your son all the time. Guaranteed. Beautiful area right on 231. Yeah. I know. I live very close. Very close. So Walter Hill's beautiful area. You kind of go Carthage, Lebanon, And then you can kind of split. If you go towards Nashville, you're going to hit Mount Juliet, Hermitage, Donaldson Pike. But kind of go towards the Murfreesboro area, you're going to hit Lebanon, Walter Hill, Murfreesboro, Triune, Arrington. Arrington's a beautiful area too. Yeah, I mean, anything from that Carthage area up, beautiful. You're over there, Cordell Hull Dam too, I believe. Beautiful spot out there. Justin, I remember leaving a note on the kitchen counter for my parents with the address and phone number where I was and what time to pick me up. Boy, hey, you know what? You're a good son. All right, that's how you do it right there. I used to get in trouble if whatever time it was, like, dad coming to pick you up at like a friend's house, like if I was not outside ready to leave when he pulled up, I would absolutely hear about it. Absolutely hear about it. That happened one time. And it was like, nope. Oh, man. That was the whole deal, man. Tina, I wasn't allowed to go anywhere. Didn't have to worry about. Why were you not allowed to? Did you have very strict parents? Wayne, we had the rotary dial phone with the 3-foot cord. No such thing as. Oh, no. Dude, you could twist that cord while you're on the phone. I remember my mom doing that constantly and me wondering, like, please don't be the school. Please don't be this school. Please don't be this school. And it was usually the school. Your son was talking again in class. Dude, you couldn't shut me up in school. I was bored. Oh, my God. I loved school. Absolutely loved it. But, dude, I used to get so bored quickly. And this was before phones. I can't imagine the kids now. I bet they have if there are any teachers in here, let me just say, you are doing the Lord's work. Number one, during that COVID time of teaching kids online had to be a nightmare. And then coming back to school and the kids, like, dude, teaching is hard. Oh, and I can't even imagine the attention spans have to be 6 seconds now. When I was in high school, we had 4 classes that were an hour and a half long each. Most schools have like 7 classes that are 50 minutes each, or I don't know. So we had 4. Now, the good thing is that if you played sports, 4th period was basically workouts, right? So you really only had 3 classes. So that part was nice, but still sitting for an hour and a half. Oh my God. If I had to do that now, I would be in juvenile prison. Like, I would get in so much trouble. There's no chance. There's no chance. I couldn't do it. Tina, I always felt bad for the substitute teacher. Kids are extra bad then. Extra bad. AB, do you remember the emergency breakthrough? Yes. Yeah. I forgot about that. Oh, man. Dude. And all of like the Star 67, Star 69, dude, all of them. Jason, COVID teaching was miserable. Oh my God. Let me just say, I'm not a teacher. I do not know. However, I do understand the world of speaking into a camera. All right. And you guys are amazing with the engagement. I can imagine kids in class aren't asking a lot of questions. Kids at home aren't asking any questions. Like, bro, I again, not a teacher. I don't know. But I'm saying this out of respect. Like, I understand this world. I understand this world very well. And it is not easy. And if it's not something that like teachers weren't prepped for this, like they just got thrown into it. So anyways, I didn't mean to go on a tangent, but what I was saying was like, it looked so difficult. Oh my God. So I like just paying respect. You know what I mean? Jason Graham, the kids would disappear from screens. Oh, I bet. Jason said my grandma had a party line. You remember party lines? I love this. I absolutely love that. I wish I could frame that. Joe, there, let me put the pics back up here while we're just. Joe, I went to meet the teacher night recently. Longest hour of my life. My God, bro. I feel you. Dude. Like me now would not like an hour. I'd be like, oh my God. It's one of those that like, and look, I bet you parents, you could like, because I'm not a parent, right? So I'm not putting myself in your spot, but I'm appreciating all the things like this that you have to do. And again, it's one of those that sounds exciting, but then you remember that there's like 30 kids. So you just have to sit there. It's like graduation. You know what I mean? Like you're super excited. And then you realize you're like, oh, my nephew's last name is the same as mine, and it starts with an X. So we're here for the whole show. Oh, thank God for the last name starts with a B. We got in and out. Oh, remember Craig calls, hi, is your refrigerator running? Well, you better go catch it. Dude, 90s prank calls. Dude, like before the internet, bro, like you could get away with murder. You know what I mean? Like you could, like, unless they caught you in the act. I like going back to like the 20s and the 30s, you know, like it was so brazen that like two brothers would rob a bank and then like use a machine gun to spray their name into the wall. The Jackson brothers did this. Like they didn't give a damn. The 90s were like the last part of that. Like you could get away with anything, man. Oh my God. Schools are soft now. Told me my son was being thumbs down last week. He wasn't listening during cleanup time. Oh my God. I'd be double middle fingers. I'd be in so much trouble. And not for serious stuff, but just getting bored. Oh my God. Did you guys pass notes? I pass notes constantly. Constantly. Tina said, thumbs down. The F is that. You remember when we were back at like when we were, and again, not to make this like the hey or the like, remember back in our day, we're not doing that, but I mean, you were lucky if the teacher didn't call you dumbass. And rightfully so. They're just being honest. Mr. and Mrs. Bell, your son is communicating a lot when we're trying to teach, and it's bothering the other pupils. Your son's a dumbass. All right. Let's hit the picks. We'll get out of here. Rockies and the Dodgers over 9, -115. Nationals and the Marlins over 9, and the Diamondbacks and the Giants over 7.5. All right. We'll jump out of here. Y'all are the best. I hope everyone has a wonderful Tuesday. We'll be live today, 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, and we'll break down college football week 3. Tennessee, Georgia week. It's Tennessee, Georgia week. Let's go. Addison said, your son is telling the other kids about the humidity. How he's going yard at recess. Oh, put your bucket dollars down. $1. I'm telling you, this kid's going yard today. I'm telling you, wind conditions are good. Tina, have a good day, being everyone. Absolutely, Tina, have a wonderful day, and everyone as well. All right, we'll be live 3 p.m. Eastern today. We'll break down the rest of Major League Baseball bets for tonight, and we'll break down week 3 of college football. So, all right, everybody have a wonderful day. We'll see you here in just a couple hours. Y'all are the best, and it's so much fun doing this. Thank you for making this what it is. It's you that does that. And you get a thumbs up and a green card. I'm getting my red card pulled. All right, everybody have a wonderful day. We'll see you 3 p.m. Eastern. See you. Who's got it better than us? No!